Hello, today we'll do a review on this. It's the Doctor Who magazine issue 511 of May 2017. So it says UK final, which is what, £6, and then US dollars 11.90, which is obviously $12 altogether, and then obviously Panini magazines. And it says introducing Pearl Mackie. Like I'm full of anticipation. Probably same as the most of the fans. I can't wait for people to meet Bill. Like BBC Doctor Who magazine. So here's the front. It's a BBC up there. So here's the front. Spine, like Doctor Who magazine 511. So like Pearl Mackie, the pilot, Smile, Thin Ice, like Peter Bennett, Nicky Wilson, Terminus, and Doorway to Hell Part 4. So it says, if it's a bit nuts, then I'm not scared, just very excited. So BBC. So 511. So Masterly Magic. So BBC. So Doctor Lost Magic, Mind of Evil, like Collectible Tomb of the Cybermen, Doctor and the Solar and Sea Devils, Curse of Peladon, like Monster Peladon, Pirate Planet, Destiny of the Daleks, and including bonus cast interviews, and then Doctor Who Planet of Giants. Okay, so let's open this up, shall we? So first Doctor's Portal Over Like Always, and stuff there, and then Doctor Who probably should reboot itself every so often. That it's every easy jumping on point. So DWM 511. So letter from the editor Tom Spilsbury. So meet the team for 2017. So it's like production notes from Stephen Moffat. So Stephen Moffat's doing episodes 1, 6, 11 and 12. Frank Cottrell Boyce was doing episode 2. Sarah Dollar was doing episode 3. Mike Barlett was doing episode 4. Like Jamie Matheson or Mason was doing episode 5. Like Peter Harris did episode 7. Like Toby Whithouse did episode 8. Like Mark Gatiss did episode 9, yes. And then like Rona Munro did episode 10. That's it, okay. So Gallifrey Guardian, so all the latest that every corner of the Doctor Universe. So back on TV, so the new series of Doctor Who starring Peter Capaldi, Pearl Mackie and Matt Lucas gets underway on Easter Saturday in the UK. Around the world, the series with the 10th since the role in 2005, so and the 36th in total since 1963. Okay, so the Doctor, Bill and Nardole ready for a whole new series of adventures. I know. So obviously, Go for Breakfast, the Seven Doctors. So as a part of Comic Relief's best auction ever, the first time in Doctor Who's history, like 7 Doctors gathering for breakfast at Wisley Hotel in Piccadilly, but that there are 4 empty spaces for breakfast that are still up for grabs. That's it. It's like a competition, I think, almost. So you got Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, David Tennant, Matt Smith, and Peter Capaldi. So like Tom Baker's not around there, it looks like. So, second Doctor companions returning new audio dramas. So, the second Doctor's companions returning 4 new audio dramas this September as Big Finish launched the 4th season of Doctor Who Early The Adventures. That's it. So, Elliot Chapman, Ankley Wills, Fraser Hines, Kerry Gullison, like David Sibley, ready for more Adventure of the Second Doctor. New stories evoking the spirit of Patrick Troughton years. So that youngest collector wins world record. So Lily Connors with her amazing collection of Doctor Who stuff, like the biggest Doctor Who collection ever, of course. And then, 13-year-old from Swansea, 6,641 items. Wow, that's a lot. Beyond the TARDIS, so amount of casting we've been up to away from the series. So Matt Lucas is the Doctor of Letters, that's it. So David Tennant on This Morning. And then What a Liberty, like Nan Catherine Tate goes on by with Richard E. Grant for Comic Relief. And then Neil Fingleton, that's it, okay. And then subscribe and save, 3 issues for £5, just £1.66 per issue, normal price £5.99, obviously. 54 year history, and obviously stuff that I've said there, and these could be poly bags, Time for Hero, of course, more stuff. And then Galaxy Forum, so everything is who's a hectic Doctor Who's a Star Letter. Care? No, why should we care? The Daft Dimension, so that by Lou Stringer. So Daleks, the Doctor is returning. What plans do we have to exterminate him? We could capture his composer, lure him to Sky, where we would annihilate him. We could use superior technology to sabotage the time vortex until the TARDIS apart. Yes. Welcome back, Doctor. I misheard the memo. So you're new here, aren't you? And more stuff. So 3 Doctors. What are the stories repeated in 1981 to 5 Doctors, or 5 Faces of the season. That's it. So I must tape. I must tape if you were lucky enough to have a video recorder back then. So that's it. Okay. So Hunt Hayes. It's uncanny. So you can read the thrilling climax Doorway to Hell on page 31. Okay, so that's it. There's that, the nucleus, a happy memory from Harv Turville. That's it. Okay, so WhoTube. So back in December 2016, Steve Moffat, Go taught University, Oxford Society. That's it. Peace Capaldi, Pearl Mackie, Steve Moffat, and Brian Minchin joined Canada Space Channel. That's it. The fan show meets Lucy Crow animation inspired the new series promo image, and then this is Doctor Who sketch from BBC One's 21st March 1975. That's it. Hello, my Dalek. On the day in 1988, Remembrance of the Daleks was broadcast. Jeremy Paxton spoke to Sylvester McCoy. That's it. So that's the day that Remembrance of the Daleks was first broadcast. And then like Galaxy Forum. So together we make our eyes great again. Like Pete as an extra in The Voice of the Damned. And then on this month 5 years ago, so in April 2012, Dino says welcome aboard Jenna Louise Coleman. That's it there. That issue there. So subscribe now. Save 50%. Obviously, don't miss the Doctor magazine special issues. It says. And now you got an episode preview on the pilot. So if you do call something as cheeky as you call the first episode of a 54-year-old show, the pilot, people just go about it. That's the Dalek title. Stephen Moffat writer. Warning, spoilers. So the pilot, it's time for a brand new series of Doctor Who. Let Dido be your guide to what's ahead. And this was broadcast on Saturday the 15th of April 2017, BBC One, yes. I can remember watching this. The Doctor is about to meet a new friend, and her name is Bill Potts. I like that the Doctor has little lives going on that he doesn't see at all. We don't have big adventures, but there's more than that. Stephen Moffat writer, Bill Foster's mum, and Moria Jennifer, Hennessy, what that says. So, some light reading for the Doctor, that's it. It's bigger on the inside. That's a lot for Bill's taking. And you've got some more pictures there. So watch the TIEs become landed. Exterminate. Exit Nardole pursued by Dalek. Nardole assesses the new girl, Bill. That's it. And then, who's that girl? And why is she so wet? I know, yeah, so Bill and the Doctor clearly adore each other. And they're very close, but a different dynamic one with Clara, Steve Moffat writer. So, the Doctor gets a frowny face on. BBC Doctor 2017 series episode 1 written by Stephen Moffat, 15th of April 2017. And then episode 2 is Smile. So the Doctor takes Bill to a distant planet in the far future, which is home to colonists from Earth. It looks beautiful. Where are all the people? The emoji bots that speak emoji. Smiling for now. And then Bill Potts comes face with the first robot. And then the Doctor takes a wander, soaking up the sun and more stuff. And then this was broadcast on Saturday the 22nd of April 2017, episode 2 written by Frank Cottrell Boyce. And then episode 3 is Thin Ice, spoilers. So the Doctor takes Bill on a trip back in 1814 where fun can be had at London's Frost Fair, but danger is lurking under the frozen River Thames. So the Thames would often completely freeze over, but after 1814 it would never froze again. The episode is an explanation why, Sarah Dollar writer. So, chilling out in the frost air, the Pie Man Peter sing, I think, and then the Doctor and Bill get dressed up for 1814, and then what has Bill seen? And this was broadcast Saturday the 29th of April 2017. And then finding out new things about the Doctor, though, Bill finding items in the Doctor was great, Sarah Dodd writer. So, I am so constantly outwitting the opposition, I tend to forget the delights of satisfaction, the gentle arts of fisticuffs. So, the Doctor rocks the legendary gentleman look. Okay, so BBC Doctor 2017 series episode 3, writer Sarah Dollard. So, save up to 46%. That's about a subscription there, I think, again. Time for heroes. And then, Bill Potts takes to the stars. So, the most revealing in-depth interview to date, Pearl Mackie tells how it feels the universe to open your eyes. She says, look into the lights and don't blink. That's cool. Bill is thrown into this amazing well where everything is possible. So it's completely mind-blowing, yes. And then Doctor Who belongs to the fans, really. They're welcome. They're like, welcome to our family, which is like kind of mad. And then Pearl the cast on A Curious Incident, The Dog in Time, that's it, okay. And then like Pearl and her partner in crime, Matt Lucas, that's it. So what they said about Bill Potts, like Stephen Moffat, Peter Capaldi, Matt Lucas. And then I don't feel like a role model, but we need to show the kids that the creative industry is open to them, that's it. So follower of fashion, Bill is seen wearing a Prince t-shirt and a friend from the future. So and more stuff, so cool, even as a child, an image tweeted by Pearl in November last year, okay. Like Peter and Pearl in the new episode Thin Ice, yes. So Comic-Con was incredible, that is Stein Square Garden, it was like Bruce Springton was there, has been there, that's it. And that's like Pearl posed with Stephen Moffat, Peter Capaldi and Brian Mitchell at the Comic-Con in New York, that's it. And then A Time for Heroes, the new gang. And now you got Who Won. Who Won limited in Ride, I think. So hardback novels, Sideman Jug, 8 egg cups, and that's it. So espresso set, and then TARDIS teapot, TARDIS retro bag, TARDIS chopping board, like Castrovalva set, tin canister set, like 12th Doctor new sonic screwdriver, like Dalek giant mug, and Sonic screwdriver bottle opener. So it looks like you got like Doorway to Hell Part 4. Like Doorway to Hell Part 4 comic, yes. So the likenesses look a little bit weird in this one though, but they are respectable, of course. I know. Oh, is that the Master regenerating? I think it is. Yeah, the Master's regenerating there. And then that says the end of that story, Doorway to Hell. So available on iOS and Android. Big Finish app, Big Finish audiobook player. So the best way to listen to Big Finish on mobile devices. Now you've got the art of the producer. So there's Peter Bennett. Peter Bennett's there, of course. That's like other ones he's produced there as well, of course. I know. Like Peter Bennett producer. He's produced all those, and then like Nikki Wilson's like produced all those ones, all those episodes. So producers have the overall responsibility for making the show happen, managing not just their own production team, but expectations for executive producers, channel commissioners. So like, if you hire people who are the best at what they do, that you can trust them, have their jobs, then you have a brilliant show like Nikki Wilson. So like producer Tracy Wilson and Nikki Wilson on Left Beyond the Console with female members of their team, like celebrating International Women's Day in 2015, okay? So Doctor Who's most prolific producer, so you got number 1, like John Nathan Turner, did 170 episodes, did John Nathan Turner, 2 Barry Letts, 3 Verity Lambert, 4 Ines Lloyd, 5 Graham Williams, 6 Philip Hinchcliffe. So the scale of shooting Simon St. Paul's was massive. My challenge today as like Peter Bennett. So Peter in his role of first AD on the set of 2005's Bad Wolf. Nikki produced this thrilling introduction into the 11th hour. And then we'd grown to love the characters, that's it, said. And then obviously a cleverly staged effect from the Husbands of Rivers song, they pull their face off, and it's quite gruesome actually, I know it is. And then now you've got the Time Team. So this issue, episode 773, Curse the Black Spots. It's the Siren's Call. Like Curse the Black Spots. And obviously, oh yeah, she's a doctor, yes. And then brand new audio adventures in time and space, the BBC Doctor Who. So Tom Baker and Lana Ward in Deathras or Deathras, out April from Big Finish and proceeding download. And now you've got the Fact of Fiction on Terminus at part 1's 15th of February 1983. Like Terminus is not a very good episode. So part 2, 16th of February 1983. Part 3, 22nd of February 1983. And then part 4 of Term, which is the 23rd of February 1983. There's Turlo, up to no good with the Black Guy's Crystal. I know. So Dido M review on audio frequencies. Again, there's John Hurt there. I know. And just some more stuff. John Pertwee years, Crosswords prize to be won, coming soon 12th Doctor novels, and more stuff. So, Woucher. So, next issue, who's there? Previews the brand new episodes of Knock Knock, Oxen, Extremis or Extremis, the pyramid at the end of the world, Bill joins the Doctor and the Soul Gun, plus news, features, interviews, and all your visual favourites. DWM 512, favourite W.H. Smith News Engine Comic Shops, the 4th of May 2017. Price fund obviously £6, and then the Essential Doctor Robots magazine there, of course, from the 23rd of March 2017. That's it. So, yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you consider like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.